Hello YouTube friends and subscribers, welcome to part 2 of our Volkswagen Golf Mk7 renovation project. In this episode we're going to try to fit the replacement front end, which came from a salvage yard, and we will fill the system up with antifreeze coolant and give the engine an oil change as well. What we're having a look at today is to see if we can straighten this chassis leg end cap. It's only got the smallest of kink in it, and I've come up with this plan. I don't know if it's going to work, where I've got a chunk of builder's plank and some threaded rod, and I've screwed that into the eye holes in the end cap, and I'm going to slowly tighten them and see if we can pull that end cap straight. Here we go. I'm just applying a little bit of pressure to each of these 3 bolts at a time. So the washer's sinking into the timber. Obviously, if I make the frame, it would be nice. But we didn't. We take the drill holes. Right, something's moving. I just can't make anything work. There's quite a lot of pressure here. But I don't know. Well, I guess we just keep going. I've just about spent enough time on this, guys. I don't think it's been a success. We've had various issues on this side where the washers have sunk into the timber, and we've had to try to shore things up a bit. Complete front end with the rad pack and crash bar or slam bar, whatever it's known as, has arrived. So we'll get this unpacked and see exactly what we've got. It's come nicely packed. We certainly made an effort to get it here in one piece. Somebody's kindly put their socks in the hose holes. Right. Day 2 on this chassis leg cap, which I'm trying to straighten out, and come up with a slightly different variation to our original plan. We're using this aluminium bar as a massive kind of washer. We're just about to tighten that up and see if we can straighten this. Taking a precaution of putting a small bar in, which will act as a seesaw, so that when we do move that cap, we can overdo it, so that when it springs back it'll be dead level. Right, I've applied maximum pressure on this now. Technically I think it's leaning forwards a tiny bit because of this little seesaw piece I put in, and I'm hoping that when I release these bolts it will allow the cap just to flex back a bit, and then it should be perfect. You're just too good to be true. It's not 100% perfect, certainly not across this top area, but I'm tempted now to offer up our new replacement front end panel and just see how it looks. People we got the front end from kindly included these two parts. Quite heavy. Kindly blocked up the holes with a bit of old t-shirt. Now, I'm not going to connect up the hoses particularly. If we get a bolt ready. Can't help thinking this is a two-person job.
Living on the road, my friend, gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath's as hot as kerosene. You want your mama's only boy, but her favorite one it seemed. You began to cry when you said goodbye, sank into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit boy, his heart was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, in the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words. Ah, but that's the way it goes.
Just having a little bit of a struggle down here with the aircon pipes. So, excuse me, I think I might quickly take this horn off here so we can get these pipes around the corner to their actual housing where they're going to get fixed. Now, I don't know if there's a way you're supposed to line this stuff up here, but you can see how much play there is on these holes. It feels to me that you just connect it roughly where you like. Middle for diddle, I guess. Maybe that centre hole is for the aligning or something. Maybe you're supposed to put a rod through there to centralise everything. Maybe that's it. I've connected that up. You can see there's probably 1 millimetre slightly off there on that centering hole. I don't know what we got down this end. A bit difficult to see actually. You might be able to see something through there. Now, before I connect up the hose, I've given it a very good clean with one of my best rags. Bit of blue towel there with green. If you've got a different colour towel, that'll be perfectly okay to use. To make life easier, I've removed the under tray, which takes a 25 at the front and helpfully a 45 torques the three fixings at the back end. You can see where the hoses go. This bottom hose connects here. We need to remove this first, which is a duplicate of that, and the hose that's further up, which I think is to the main radiator, that's going to go on there. Now, first of all, I'm going to clean up those mating joints and then squeeze those on. They only fit one way because of the German technology, and then we pop the clip in. You'll see in a minute. Right, now I don't mind telling you guys, but getting these clips on and off, pushing these fittings onto the radiator, etc., it's tricky. Now these little clips, this is just a little demonstration. They go on the side that looks like that, and while you're doing this you're mostly lying on your back upside down, etc. So the idea is you're going to want to be pushing the clip. You can see what it's like. Pushing the clip nicely like that, and then getting it to go all the way in, and the little lugs get a grip on the back edge apparently, and that's how it keeps this fitting onto the actual back of the radiator. Cow of a job. Obviously reverse process is when you're taking them off, you want to just get your screwdriver underneath that little place there, and that will lift out, and if you've got some long nose pliers you can just lift it up on one side. Come on, and that comes off. Hope you found that useful, guys, if you're stuck and doing it upside down on your back like I am. Well, that wasn't a great deal of fun getting those hoses back together, but you know, like everything else, if you try hard enough you'll get there in the end. So now we're going to fill the water system up with the antifreeze coolant and check for leaks. Right, now with everything plumbed in, the antifreeze and coolant full, topped up, what I plan to do now is run the engine for a short period, maybe a minute or two, and try and get the oil reasonably warm, and then we're going to let the oil out and give the vehicle an oil change. So that's the oil drain plug, and that takes a 19mm socket. So we're going to release that and catch the oil in our strategically placed washing up bowl. Just leave the oil to drain, and that's the nut that came out. Now obviously we're going to change the filter as well, and the filter is strategically placed here, which is directly behind this cable. So I guess we have to pull this out and move the cable to one side so that we can get our, I think it's a 32mm socket on that. Now apparently if you really want to, you can actually drain the filter by putting a 13mm socket on that centerpiece. Bit of a novelty, I must say. Usually you unscrew it and let the oil go everywhere, but so using our secondary container, going to release that 13mm there in the middle of the filter, and let the oil that is in the filter drain into our receptacle. The oil filter. So obtaining the correct filter for the vehicle, I had to remove this little O-ring here, so that just comes off, and in the packet with your filter you get a full-size one for there, and even a tiny little cute one that goes around that area there. That's that one, and that goes on this filter drain plug. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you found that moderately interesting. The bumper repair is coming along quite well. That'll be a separate episode, and hopefully very soon we will be able to source a bonnet and a LED headlight. These things are quite difficult to get hold of at the moment, so but we'll keep looking, and we'll have that in the next episode. Thanks for watching.